My favourite thing is how Doctor Who fans have now started watching Sex Education and have been taking lines from his character in that and attributing them to the 14th Doctor.
Because he's going to be exactly like how Eric is in Sex Education. I like the video Doctor Who Poop did where he's pointing at the Bating and just laughing. He's got such a great laugh, it's amazing. Here we are then, the 14th Doctor, Jean.
Indeed, yes. It came out as a bit of a shock.
Very low-key announcement that has, well, a very low-key like start compared to what has come before, but then it sort of blew up, as they all do.
Yeah. I don't think this had to be like a big, massive event thing.
No.
I honestly feel like stuff like the Peter Capaldi announcement and stuff like that was maybe a bit too much.
Oh yeah, I never want another whole thing dedicated to it.
And I know people were saying that, what was it? Was it like the football or something, like on the 14th?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't like this trend of, it's a massive sporting event, let's announce it then. The two just don't align.
I don't know why Doctor Who fans want to watch sport, because they don't watch sport anyway.
Yeah. I remember like when they did I think the Series 10 trailer or like Asbill thing, started that whole thing. And yeah, I just remember seeing football fans being like, what? What was that all about?
It was a bizarre choice, and I guess the perfect sort of announcement for me would have been how Matt Smith was announced, that confidential special.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
because that is technically something specially created to announce the Doctor, but unlike the next Doctor Live, especially with Zoe Ball, it was like the 50th like after party, that absolute cringe fest where they just got like Bruno Tonioli like talking about Doctor Who. It's like, what the why do we care what this man says?
Yeah.
And then it's like it all builds up, and then Peter Capaldi walks out, gets interviewed, and you're really gambling on like the audience knowing who that is, like who your actor is when they walk out. Is the thing though?
Yeah.
Because I was
like, if it wasn't unknown, then that would have been.
Yeah. That's the thing. If I even I didn't know who Peter Capaldi was, and I was 10, so it was like, you know, kids who are watching that don't really care who the actor is. Really, they just want to see, you know, the costume and things like. So making a big program like that, who does that please really? Who is beyond Doctor Who fans is interested in that can't be done in like just a press announcement like this one was.
No, I quite liked how this was done, because like, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but obviously we had the Instagram post first, which was like the 2 hearts plus blue box, which wasn't fully confirming it, but it was like, ooh, okay. Now I think Russell had also commented on it being like, the future looks good.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of speculation. People were like, oh shit, is this like the announcement? And then like half an hour later, right, they just dropped it on Twitter confirming it. And I like how they had that little bit in between, because that let people speculate and build up hype.
It did. I do also wonder if it was like mistimed, like if the announcement was meant to happen. Like,
yeah, I did hear that maybe it was going to leak, and that's why they did it how they did.
Yeah, maybe.
But at the same time, I think it's lined up pretty well, because even as Russell said, like, it aligning with the BAFTAs, they essentially got like a free press event.
I think whatever happened, I think it was it worked very well to just drop it.
Yeah.
And then the reap the rewards at the BAFTAs. If it wasn't planned, like, that's luck. That's some great luck there.
Because the thing is, someone like Ncuti he's not an unknown, but I feel like in the mainstream TV audience, they aren't really going to know who he is.
No.
Even if he's an established actor, and he has a really big following. So I think it made sense how they did it by announcing it on social media.
Yeah, when I told my parents, and like, only my sister knew who he was, like, and that's only because she's watched Sex Education like we have.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's only our generation who are really going to recognise him and know he's a big deal, because he's not been in like, he's not a Benedict Cumberbatch. He's not that sort of he's not done that sort of level of mainstream widespread stuff yet.
Yeah.
He is a big deal. I don't think either of us had really considered Ncuti like seriously as in contention for it.
No, I hadn't seen his name like flying around at all. It didn't even cross my mind.
I'd heard people speculate it like in retrospect, I've looked back and seen like people would talked about it, but like, yeah, it was never something in my head that was like, yeah, he would be great and he would definitely do it. I think part of that was probably because I thought he was too big of a name to do it.
I think it was partly that, but also just from his character in Sex Education, I almost thought like, would he want to do it?
Yeah, he's pretty established with theatre, I think. I've seen people talk about that.
I was looking into his backlog a little bit,
and like the biggest thing he's doing other than Sex Education is the Barbie movie with Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it's like he's like literally like just about to explode, basically.
Yeah. It's mad that he's taken this on. Because the thing is, he's still filming Sex Education. He'll be filming that at the same time that he's shooting Doctor Who.
Yeah, he's filming Barbie right now. This is another thing that I was really confused about. Is like he's just been announced as Doctor Who, but he just started filming Barbie like a month ago. I don't know how much he's in it, but like, you know, it's a big film and there's reshoots and things. So he's in that right now. They're about to go in production of season 4 of Sex Education. And then possibly also about to go into production of the next of the Russell T Davies I think revival.
It's June they're planning on filming.
And so it's a bit mad, it just doesn't seem right that he would be the Doctor, given his work, but he is the Doctor. Let's just say that Ncuti Gatwa is the Doctor.
Yeah.
That's a sentence we can say. And
just seeing him in interviews and stuff, like, he just looks so happy. I couldn't be more happy for him.
He's amazing. I'm really glad.
It's just the energy he brings. Like, I'm really excited to see what he brings.
I'm glad we held off a few days talking about it, because we've had the Sylvester McCoy sent him a video message, and he responded like
it was so wholesome.
It was lovely. It was just like that moment of like acknowledgement. And he posted a picture of like Joe Martin's Fugitive Doctor on his Instagram story as well. He's really like he's really embracing being welcomed into this family, which you love to see.
It's weird having a Doctor on social media.
Well, this is the thing now, isn't it? Going into this next era, we've got a lead with a large social media presence and a showrunner with a large social media presence.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very different kind of social environment from the Chibnall era, where it's basically just Mandip Gill who's got Twitter.
Yeah, and even she left Twitter.
Yeah, all we get is like glimpses of Instagram, but we don't get any like teasers or anything. Not like, I don't know. I'm just really interested to see. This is the first Doctor with an Instagram account. Let's see, like millions of followers, and like posting. And that was the thing. Another thing, he posted that response to Sylvester's video on his like story on Instagram. So all his like, even people who follow him who don't know who Sylvester McCoy is all saw that, and you know, it's bringing Doctor Who to a whole new generation, a whole new widespread of fans, and I think that's amazing with this casting.
Oh yeah, I think the choice that Russell has made, it's a really clever pick.
Oh yeah, it's so smart.
Yeah, because
that thing of like Russell,
he's reinventing the show.
It's that thing of Russell has his pulse on like the media and pop culture. He knows what's hot and how to play the game, and so this was perfect.
Something that I think is like particularly great is obviously he's a person of colour.
Oh yes, I love how that hasn't. That sort of shows like how irrelevant that is to like the casting of it, that we haven't even spoken about. He's a queer black man, the first queer black man playing the Doctor. It's like,
and I know he's not the first person of colour to play the character.
Yeah.
But think about it. This will be the first person of colour not only leading a BBC show of one of the biggest sci-fi franchises of all time, but because of how big and important the character of the Doctor is for so many people out there. This guy is going to be a hero to a whole new generation. He'll be across the marketing on posters, billboards. Like, that's a really big deal.
It's a huge deal. I'm really excited to see Ncuti in a lead role, because in Sex Education, he's part of many characters' stories in Sex Education. And so this will be him as the leading man, you know, the protagonist that everyone looks to. He's the title character. He's Doctor Who. So I think it'll be a fantastic showcase for him, and I hope it makes loads and loads of people out there feel recognised and see themselves on the screen. Like how when Jodie came on, loads of women and like fans like just joined the show purely because of her, because they felt seen.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, I was almost expecting it to be another woman. I was almost like guaranteed that it was going to be another woman. But I do think that this was like the best thing.
Definitely.
Not only is it because like Ncuti is a great actor, but yeah, it does also, I guess. I hate the term like ticking those boxes, but
it needed to be someone of colour next. I think the ideal scenario is that it was either another woman or it was a person of colour. You know, you couldn't go back to a white man so soon, so quickly. We need to keep pushing forward now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really positive. This, I don't really have much more to say. Really, it's just very exciting to have a face to the future now. Yeah. Like I was saying, like Ncuti Gatwa.
The whole energy around the fandom as well has been really warming.
Yeah,
it's just been nice over the last few days.
It is nice.
All the fan art has been really cool as well.
It's gonna be a fun year, I think. I think it's now that people... Yeah. And as we slowly get more details about the future, not officially, but, you know, we'll start seeing them film and things like that. So, we've got a good year ahead of us before we start properly getting geared up for this next era of the program.
Oh, yeah.
But I think my main thing now is just like, I'm really just going to enjoy the time we have with Jodie and Chibnall left.
That is fair, yeah. I think that's a good mindset to have as well. What do you think his costume will be like?
Okay.
Let's get into speculation corner.
Speculation time.
Yeah.
I agree with everyone else that I think a big, bright, colourful costume is deserved for someone like Ncuti who can pretty much pull off anything.
Yeah.
I think there's one, you know how like there's always the fan title sequences, you know how we were talking about the last time, it's like, oh, we found an actor in a long coat and they look doctor-y. Like if there's one actor to play Doctor Who just does not look good in just a plain suit, it's Ncuti Gatwa.
Oh yeah, that's why I've really into like the art. Like, yeah, they've been given him really bright shirts and suits, and you're like, oh yeah, this looks good.
Like the promise of the Jodie era marketing, where it was all bright and colourful. I didn't really deliver on that in the colour palette of like the first two series. I think something along that sort of bright rainbow, continue the tradition of Jodie's sort of. Hey, she's got a bright costume, but let's add some more colour to the Doctor's outfit.
Yeah, I think I'd take something like Jodie's outfit colour-wise, but then I'd make it less costumey.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Jodie's costume feels a lot more like a costume than it does just like clothes.
That's fair. I think I justify that as like she in the narrative she dug it out of a charity shop.
Yeah, true. Yeah. And then she just happened to have like a bunch of identical shirts in various colours.
I think that there must be, you know, there's like the food machine. There must be like a clothes machine that you can just plug in and just like it prints out whatever you want. God, the Doctor could stop like child slavery and like bloody clothes shops if she just opened up the TARDIS wardrobe for a day and just delivered clothes to somewhere.
The thing is, it's like imagining him in a costume. I feel like I'd be happy with whatever they go with, as long as it isn't just like a really boring, like stripped down look.
Yes.
Which just happened to be Russell's other two Doctors, but like, you know, I saw the point of that at the time.
Exactly. Russell's coming back to a different show as well. He's coming back to a different time. Doctor Who is an established thing now. It's not we don't need to go back to basics on everything now. People know what Doctor Who is. What we need is a soft reboot. Like the Chibnall era did, and sort of like what the Moffat era did. We just need that sort of new jumping on point for this show. I don't want to go back to just, you know, bare bones, no nonsense Doctor sort of style. You know, like Capaldi was sort of that, but his look evolved to become even more doctory and things like that. I think we are now at the point yet where yes, you can dress the Doctor like the Doctor.
Oh yeah, Doctor Who is an established thing. The thing is, Russell is also an established name now.
Exactly.
Like, he's massive within the TV like world. So Yeah.
I think a large part of Ncuti's casting and why he's taken the job is because of Russell. I think you can only get a caliber of actor like Ncuti with a writer as well known and well established and like well liked as Russell's is.
Yeah. And I'm sure if it's gone the route of like the previous few actors, yeah, he'll probably have an input in his costume as well. So
yeah, I hope he has a bit of creative control because he seems really wanting to embrace the show. He said in like an interview, I know this is a throwaway line and he's just said it's like, I can't wait to be battling aliens for ages.
Yeah.
You know, he's in it.
Yeah.
He's in it for at least more than 1 year, I think.
yeah, because I was a bit like, oh, he's quite big for this. It's like, is he only going to do like a year, 2 years? Yeah, I do want a Doctor to do more than 3 years. Whether we get that with Ncuti or not, I don't know.
I don't know. Seeing as he is such a like a big upcoming star, I think he's about to like do a Tenant where he's like, this will be the thing that really launches him, and then he will go and become a mega superstar. He'll be in a Marvel film like in about less than in less than 10 years. He'll be in a Marvel film. I can guarantee it. You know.
Yeah, no, I can see that. One thing I can't imagine what Russell will do is the TARDIS.
Yeah. That's my main concern. Nothing to do with Ncuti, but the TARDIS like design. I want spaceship.
Yeah, I can't see him going back to that grunge aesthetic anyway, because I do think that was very like 2000s. Like it fitted with the whole context of the Time War as well.
Yeah, I think we're done with organic shit, you know.
Yeah, I think especially coming after Jodie's TARDIS as well, like that almost sort of went back to that.
Yeah, and Jodie's TARDIS improved a lot over the years, but it's certainly not one of my favourites, especially coming off the back of the Capaldi set, which is revered as one of the best ones, you know.
Well, yeah. To me, we went from like one of the best to one of the worst.
Yes, yeah, definitely in Series 11, Jodie's TARDIS was not nice to look at. Can we keep the box? Can we keep the Jodie box? Tweak it a bit? Maybe like change the signage? But like, can we just keep that box? Because that box is beautiful.
I don't mind if we get a new box. I just hope we don't go back to big, wide TARDISes again.
Yes, that was a very dumb. It's like, oh, it looks like the designer was like, oh, so it looks like it can like survive in space. It's like, no, that's not the point of the TARDIS. The TARDIS is not meant to look big and like it can survive things. It's meant to be unassuming and unimpressive.
Yeah. I can almost see Imagine Ncuti in almost like a classic looking TARDIS room.
Yeah.
Like I can imagine a kind of clinical white aesthetic. Whether they do that or not, I'm not.
I think
sure.
the problem with like casting not casting, like speculating on what the TARDIS will look like and what his costume will be like it's more indicative of speculating what his Doctor is going to be like, because it all has to fit aesthetically, doesn't it? And what kind of Doctor would you like to see Ncuti play?
Oh, I don't know, because I'm trying to think. I can see him being I guess that's a different answer as opposed to what I think he'll be like and what I want him to be like.
Yeah, it is difficult.
Yeah.
What I would want him to be like, I think I don't want another happy, smiley, plucky Doctor. Yeah.
I don't want that, but I also don't want like, oh, he's dark and edgy.
No, I think we should go down a sort of not early McCoy, but you know what I mean, that sort of that little bit of mystery. But he's still like but you feel you can approach him, and he's kind and caring, like the Doctor should be, but with some secrets. Maybe they've got a bit more to them.
Yeah. Give him some of that Eccleston sass as well.
Definitely. I think with Russell coming back, definitely we could get that as well. Like some proper like sassy Scottish Doctor. Oh yeah, keep his Ncuti, keep your accent. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, listening to him in interviews, I can just hear him delivering doctory things.
I can see him just like hands in the pockets, sort of just wandering around an alien civilization. It's an exciting future, definitely.
I just want it now. I can't wait.
Well, we'll have to wait for the Chibnall of the existence coming to October. 90-minute special got confirmed by Russell.
I don't care about Ace and Tegan. I just want Ncuti.
That's the thing. We might not even. I was about to say we'll get him at the end of Centenary, but we might not even.
Centenary.
Like, I will be interested to see how they play it. I definitely would feel a bit disappointed if we don't at least get a glimpse of Ncuti at the end of the Centenary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because
do you think we're going to get a series before the 60th?
That was something I was speculating on, because going into
I've seen it
production, and we were talking about the Barbie stuff, and like he's in demand, you know, like
yeah,
he can't. I don't know if he really can do Doctor Who like right now, like in a bit, but like not at this exact like point where people are saying, yeah, they're starting shooting soon. So it does.
I think they are shooting next month though.
So
I've seen
it does beg the question: what are they gonna make? And there's that idea of the previous Doctor's special sort of series.
Tennant was in Cardiff the other day.
Yeah, apparently, maybe, probably not. I don't know. Take that with a pinch of salt in it.
I don't know. It's just an exciting time to be a Doctor Who fan again.
Exactly.
The future is here.